Welcome back to boltaction.net. Today we've got a video review for you of the new Warlord Games plastic Fallschirmjager troops. This box set is the German airborne figures. There's 30 hard plastic multi-posed figures in there. This box is a really good value for your dollar at 30 figures. You can find it online for about $40, which is a little more than $1 a figure. There's lots of different poses, or at least ways to pose your figures, lots of extra bits, a variety of weapons and kit for your Fallschirmjager. So if you're interested in doing German airborne troops, whether that be for Normandy or the Eastern Front or the battles in Italy or the Battle of the Bulge, this is a great kit for that. These figures, it should be noted that these figures are not figures that can really be used for early war stuff. They don't have the traditional jumpsuits. There are a couple figures that you may be able to paint up that way and fake it, but they really are geared towards the later and the mid-war Fallschirmjager. The weapons that are in there as well, MG42s, Panzerfaust, things like that. They do come with a variety of FG42s, the Fallschirmjager issued assault rifles that were kind of the first iteration of assault rifles. They do not have the STG-44s, which is kind of a bummer. I wish they were in there, but if you have extra assault rifles from other plastic kits, it'll be really easy for you to swap those out. Or use the arms from the other kits to get some of the Fallschirmjager to have the STG-44s in there. Standard packaging on the box, really nice artwork and design, examples of painting on the back, so if you need ideas for painting, it's right there. A couple of pictures of the models themselves, as well as a description of what comes in the box, and a little history about the Fallschirmjager. Other than that, the box is not really important. So, the figures themselves are, like I said, 28mm figures. The box comes with two different sets of sprues. The first sprue is the base sprue. So you got lots of bases in here, which is really nice. They are the standard Warlord bases with their Warlord Games copyright logo on the back. You also see there at the bottom there's some bandoliers and a couple other just pieces of kit that you would put on your Fallschirmjager. You're going to need these ammo pouches because the plastic bodies themselves don't come with the ammo pouches modeled onto them. You got to glue those on separately. And some of the arms and rifles have a single ammo pouch already incorporated into the piece, and so these single ammo pouches here are used for the opposite side. The sprue itself with the infantry is really good. It comes with 6 guys, or 6 different poses here. One thing I really like is that there's 2 kneeling poses, and what excites me about those is if you wanted to do some extra modeling and use those to represent or to build tank riders for your Germans for maybe a Battle of the Bulge type scenario, because a lot of the Fallschirmjager during the Bulge rode into battle on the backs of tanks, Stugs, and Tigers 2s. You could easily do that with like this pose and that pose. You could also easily, if you had some extra weapons laying around, like heavy weapons, you could use these figures here to make crew members, which is really nice. A lot of the other kits, all the guys are standing up, or they have a very traditional kneeling pose, like a shooting kneeling pose. But especially this guy here who's on both knees, I really like that pose for modeling purposes. Now, as you can see on this sprue, there are a lot of different weapon options. You've got the FG42s, so you've got one here, and you also have a loose one here. You've got at least one submachine gun here that you can mount. Oh, there's a second one there. There's 2 medium machine guns, or light machine guns, sorry, that you can give to your guys. One where it's going to be slung over the shoulder, the other where the guy's kind of carrying it. There's a couple of rifles, so if you want to build guys with rifles, and of course there are spare weapons as well. The models themselves are not modeled with the standard kit that the Germans wore, and so you're going to have to glue those on separately. There's a whole string of, or a belt of ammo, which is really cool that they have there. There's also a loose and then a guy with an arm holding a Panzerfaust, which is pretty cool. Lots of different head options. So they've got guys with field caps, and they've got guys with the peak caps, and then guys with helmets, and then an officer as well. The different helmets are different. Some of them have the camo netting on them. Some of them have the camel cloth cover. Some of them have goggles. Some of them have straps. So you get a really good variety of heads in there, and of course a variety of facial expressions. I put a couple of these figures together. The hands that hold the front parts of the rifles are typically right next to the weapon on the sprue, and they do fit together very nicely. They have not had any problems with them not fitting together nicely. And these pieces like this one here, where both the arms are together. That's a really nice piece. The guy's kind of moving the bolt on his rifle. Maybe he's clearing a jam. And then the hands actually holding the rifles are nice because you don't have to worry about fiddling with those rifles or machine guns trying to get them in the hands of the figures like you did on some of the early editions, like the Russian and the German, the American and the British. They're kind of the first couple kits that came out from Warlord. Those were great kits. Still, a lot of them were still really good. A lot of fun kits there. I really enjoyed putting together the Russian one. I think of all those early kits, the Russian one was the best and the easiest to deal with. But these rifles and these weapons are a lot more chunkier, so I think they're going to last a bit longer. They're going to be easier to manipulate and easier to get into the hands of your figures. Now you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of guys here, which is a really good number, 30 figures. That's going to give you, if you want to start a Fallschirmjager force and play bolt action, this is probably going to be a platoon's worth of guys. I like to, when I play bolt action, run 6 or 7 man vet squads, usually 6, just points wise, to get some punch in there. They're already survivable as vets. And so running 6-man squads or 7-man squads, that's going to give you up to maybe, say, 21 figures in 3 squads of infantry. It's going to leave you 9 figures left over to make officer, medic, spotter. That one pose, this guy here on his knees, where is he at? Right here. That guy there, and you give him the binoculars, which are here. That's going to be an awesome looking either artillery observer or spotter for mortar for your Fallschirmjager. And you're really gonna like using that, I think. Now there's a little hand-me-out that comes in the pack, and it gives you kind of pictures of different camo schemes or paint ideas. So you've got the, like this is the tropical uniform. You can see the yellow helmet and the yellow pants. You've got the traditional splinter camo on quite a few of these guys. You've got more of an early war paint job where they had the green jump smocks, and then you have something maybe around the Eastern Front or the Battle of the Bulge with camouflage. Like I said, I've already built quite a few figures. I'm going to show you a couple of them now. I've really enjoyed building these. So the first one here, just a guy with a FG-42 kneeling, looking like maybe he's peering around a corner or getting ready for combat in some way. I really like putting him together. Let me adjust this real quick. Got a guy spraying away with his submachine gun. Maybe he's an NCO or some other paratrooper. I actually really like this guy. He's got the assault rifle and a Panzerfaust. He's kind of running around. Now you can see where I've had to glue on those bandolier clips. You are going to have to do that, and you are going to have to glue on that extra kit separately, which really wasn't that bad. I don't really enjoy doing that myself personally. In fact, on my Russians, I skipped a lot of that, and I justify it by saying, the Russians weren't equipped that well. But these actually fit really well on the models, and the kit itself is like formed, and a lot of those pieces, like the bag and the canteen and the smock and this mess kit or maybe this is where they had the gas masks and stuff. They're all one piece, so you don't have to glue these all on separately. So here's a guy with an assault rifle that's running. I got a guy here with a regular rifle kneeling and shooting. And then the last guy that I built was the guy activating his rifle or working the action on his rifle. And so I don't know if I do this pose again, just with the way he's standing. I think this guy working the action of his rifle would look really good on maybe like this figure here or that figure there who's kneeling. I think it would just look cooler. So those 6 additional figures were from Anthony from Australia. He sent me up a demo sprue because he had some extras laying around, and so the box itself does not come with 36 figures, even though I'm going to end up with 36 figures. It comes with 30. It's a really good kit. I think they're going to blend well with other metal figures from Warlord. I've got quite a few of those. I don't have them out, but they are going to be really good to have together. So I hope you enjoyed this video and it's been informative for you. And if you're interested in German Fallschirmjager, I would definitely recommend picking up this kit.